The mystical power of birth, year numbers, unveiling your hidden potential. Introduction. Did you know that a simple digit, the last number in your birth year, might be a subtle key to understanding yourself better? In Buddhist philosophy, numbers carry energies that go far beyond basic mathematics. These numbers, often seen as random, carry symbolic significance that can reflect aspects of our personalities, life paths, and inner challenges. Whether you're on a journey of self-discovery or simply curious, exploring what your birth year's last digit reveals can be an enlightening experience. Buddhism teaches that these numbers can help us tap into self-awareness, align our actions with personal strengths, and connect more deeply with our purpose. So, what does the last digit of your? The cycle of renewal and transformation. In many spiritual traditions, numbers have been believed to carry a hidden energy that goes beyond simple mathematics. For those born in a year ending in 0, this number holds special significance. Rooted in Buddhist philosophy, the number 0 symbolizes emptiness, infinite potential, and the cyclical nature of life. Unlike other numbers that are tied to a particular set of traits, the energy of 0 is fluid, embracing the concepts of transformation, renewal, and possibility. This makes 0 a powerful number for those connected to it, offering both freedom and challenges in their life journey. The symbolism of 0. Emptiness as infinite potential. In Buddhist philosophy, emptiness, or shunyata, isn't seen as a void or absence. Instead, it represents potential, the space for anything and everything to arise. The number 0 embodies this essence, signifying that within what seems empty or undefined lies the seed of limitless possibility. This concept can be profound in personal development because it suggests that our most challenging or uncertain times are actually fertile ground for new beginnings. People with the last digit 0 in their birth year often feel a deep connection to this idea of emptiness as potential. They might be the kind of individuals who thrive in changing environments, who are excited by the idea of reinventing themselves, and who are able to approach life with a sense of openness. For them, the unknown isn't something to be feared. It's a blank slate that invites exploration, discovery, and transformation. The nature of life cycles and the power of renewal. Living with the energy of 0 means living in sync with life's natural cycles. Birth, growth, decay, and rebirth are recurring patterns not only in nature, but in our personal lives. Individuals associated with the number 0 often experience their lives as a series of cycles, each one leading into the next. They may find themselves frequently going through stages of transformation from one phase to another, often letting go of what no longer serves them to make way for new possibilities. Consider Sarah, a woman born in a year ending with 0. Throughout her life, she's reinvented herself in remarkable ways, changing careers, moving cities, and even shifting her core beliefs. Each change felt like a rebirth, a chance to explore a new side of herself. While some might see this as instability, Sarah sees it as growth. The energy of 0 has given her the courage to embrace life's seasons and to understand that letting go is often the key to growth. This cyclical journey can sometimes be challenging. People connected to 0 might feel like they're constantly starting over or losing what they've built. But this is where the wisdom of renewal comes in. Each ending isn't a true end. It's a transformation. When we're able to release old attachments, we make space for new growth. This renewal process helps individuals connected to 0 to stay adaptable, resilient, and ready for whatever comes next. Embracing change with an open mind. One of the gifts of being connected to zero is an openness to change. Many of us resist change, clinging to what's familiar out of fear or comfort. But for those with the energy of zero, change is a natural part of life. They might find themselves frequently drawn to new experiences or perspectives, constantly curious about what lies beyond the next chapter. People associated with zero have a knack for seeing possibilities where others see limitations. They might be able to look at a seemingly insurmountable problem and envision ways to navigate it. This adaptability is one of their greatest strengths and allows them to make the most of life's unpredictable nature. They may approach challenges with an open heart, seeing them as opportunities for growth rather than setbacks, balancing stability with the desire for renewal. However, the constant need for change can sometimes feel like a double-edged sword. People with the energy of zero may struggle with a sense of stability. Their lives may feel like they're always in motion, and the desire for something new can sometimes prevent them from fully committing to one path or relationship. Finding a balance between this drive for renewal and a sense of stability is crucial. Without it, they may feel like they're perpetually in transition, never truly reaching a sense of fulfillment. Learning to appreciate each phase of life, even those that seem mundane or routine, can be an essential part of their journey. When they allow themselves to rest and reflect in one place or with one goal, they can experience the deeper, quieter growth that comes from consistency, a practice of patience and trust. Living with the energy of zero calls for patience and trust in life's process. Those connected to this number benefit from practices that ground them, helping them cultivate patience during periods of transition. Meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature can help bring calm and clarity, providing a sense of stability even amid change. Embracing a mindset that views each ending as an invitation to begin anew fosters a peaceful approach to life. By trusting that every cycle has its purpose, people connected to zero can find peace in both the ebbs and flows, knowing that even the most challenging times are simply phases that will pass. Conclusion: infinite potential through embracing life's cycles. The number zero symbolizes much more than emptiness. It represents the endless potential within each moment, each choice, and each cycle. For those connected to zero, life isn't a linear path, but a series of cycles, each bringing new growth and transformation. They are gifted with the ability to see beyond temporary setbacks and embrace change as a vehicle for personal evolution. By understanding that life's endings are gateways to new beginnings, they gain the wisdom to navigate challenges with resilience and grace. The energy of zero reminds us that just like nature, we too are in a constant state of renewal, always capable of reinventing ourselves and finding purpose within the cycles of life. Those connected to this powerful energy are encouraged to embrace their journey with an open heart and a trust in the process, knowing that with each turn of the cycle, they are moving closer to a fuller, more authentic self. 1. Individuality and Leadership. At its core, the energy of one represents the power of the individual. It encourages people to find their voice, step forward with conviction, and harness their inner strength to overcome obstacles. This often means embracing a journey where they make decisions independently and set their sights on goals that may not appeal to the crowd. Those connected to the number one may find themselves frequently in roles that call for vision and originality, whether that be in creative fields, entrepreneurship, or community leadership. Defining the path and taking initiative. One of the hallmarks of individuals connected to the number one is their innate drive to define their path, rather than follow others. They are often fueled by a sense of purpose that guides them toward leadership roles, whether they intend to or not. In many cases, they don't actively seek to stand out, but their unique perspective and strong will naturally place them in a position of influence. Consider Mark, an architect born in a year ending in 1, who is passionate about sustainable urban design. While his peers stick to traditional methods, he is driven by a vision for eco-friendly cities and is unafraid to challenge conventional practices. This drive doesn't just come from wanting to be different. It stems from a deep-seated belief in his ideas and a commitment to following through. People associated with the number one don't wait for permission or approval. They take initiative, even if it means going against popular opinion. This ability to start projects, set goals, and take risks is a defining trait of number one energy. These individuals tend to thrive when given the freedom to work independently or when they can lead a team without excessive oversight. They often push boundaries and question traditional practices, driven by the desire to create or improve. However, their drive for individuality may sometimes make them resistant to collaboration, which is where the challenge of balance comes into play. The challenge of balancing independence with team dynamics. While the energy of one is often associated with leadership and self-confidence, it can also create difficulties in relationships, especially in group settings. People with the number one in their birth year can sometimes struggle with collaboration, preferring to rely on their own judgment and abilities rather than depend on others. This strong sense of independence is a strength, but it can lead to isolation if not balanced with a willingness to listen to different viewpoints. For example, Lisa, a business leader with this energy, excels at making bold decisions and is known for her pioneering spirit. However, her team sometimes finds it challenging to contribute their ideas because she's so focused on her vision. The strength of her conviction can overshadow other voices, unintentionally stifling collaboration. Learning to welcome input and recognize the value of teamwork can be an important growth area for individuals with number one energy. True leadership isn't just about standing out. It's also about inspiring and uplifting others. For people with a strong sense of individuality, building this skill can be transformative. By finding a balance between their independence and the insights of others, they can lead more effectively and create a positive impact that goes beyond their personal achievements. The power of self-confidence and overcoming obstacles. A powerful trait of those connected to the number one is their self-confidence. They tend to trust their instincts and have an inner belief in their abilities, which allows them to tackle challenges with courage and resilience. This self-confidence can be magnetic, inspiring others to believe in their vision or rally behind their cause. Even in the face of adversity, they are often able to push forward, viewing setbacks as temporary obstacles rather than failures. Take Jake, an environmental advocate with a vision to make his city more sustainable. When met with criticism or obstacles, he doesn't falter. Instead, he views each setback as an opportunity to refine his approach and move closer to his goal. This determination, combined with his confidence, allows him to persist even when the road is difficult. People with number one energy often have a unique ability to focus on the bigger picture, staying committed to their purpose despite external resistance. However, self-confidence also has its risks. Too much reliance on one's own perspective can lead to stubbornness or an unwillingness to accept constructive criticism. People with this energy need to remember that true strength includes the ability to adapt and learn from others. In doing so, they can grow even more resilient and capable of leading with wisdom and insight. finding purpose, and embracing individuality. The journey for those connected to the number one often involves finding and embracing their unique purpose. They are called to step into roles that allow them to make a difference, where their originality and vision can shine. This energy doesn't necessarily mean that they have to lead in a traditional sense. Rather, it means they are encouraged to walk their own path with courage and authenticity. People with this energy may find themselves questioning societal norms, exploring uncharted territories, or pioneering new ideas. They have a deep-seated desire to make an impact, often feeling most fulfilled when they are true to themselves and pursuing a purpose that resonates on a personal level. Embracing this individuality is not just about self-expression. It's about creating a meaningful life that reflects their values and beliefs. Conclusion: authentic leadership through self-awareness. Living with the energy of number one is an invitation to lead through authenticity and self-awareness. By balancing their natural independence with openness to collaboration, these individuals can become not just strong leaders, but also compassionate ones who inspire others. Their journey is one of courage, self-confidence, and the willingness to stand alone when necessary. By embracing their uniqueness and blending it with a willingness to connect with others, they can create a legacy that is both impactful and meaningful. For those connected to the number one, the path is clear. Lead with authenticity, embrace your individuality, and remember that true strength lies not only in independence, but also in understanding and uplifting those around you. 2. The Harmony of Duality. The journey of individuals associated with the number two often revolves around finding balance in relationships, work, and personal life. Rather than extremes, they thrive in situations where they can mediate and bridge gaps, working toward unity. This can make them well-suited for roles that require diplomacy, patience, and compassion. But along with this harmonious nature comes the challenge of standing up for themselves and asserting their needs, as their natural inclination is often to avoid conflict, embracing duality and seeking balance. One of the defining traits of people connected to the number two is their ability to see both sides of a situation. They naturally understand the importance of balance, whether it's between work and personal life, logic and emotion, or giving and receiving. Their inner compass is highly tuned to seek equilibrium, which makes them skilled at resolving conflicts and finding middle ground. Consider Anna, a therapist born in a year, ending in 2. Her clients often describe her as a safe space because she genuinely listens, absorbs, and validates their feelings without judgment. Her presence brings a sense of calm and understanding that allows people to feel comfortable opening up. For individuals like Anna, the energy of 2 empowers them to see beyond differences, focusing instead on what unites people and promotes peace. They aren't interested in taking sides. Rather, they seek to restore harmony and mutual respect. In relationships, this quality is incredibly valuable. People with the energy of 2 are often the glue that holds groups together, whether it's family, friends, or professional teams. They intuitively know how to bring people into alignment, making everyone feel valued and heard. Their presence often has a calming effect on others, and they are frequently sought after for advice or emotional support. The challenge of self-assertion. While people with number 2 energy are gifted with the ability to harmonize and empathize, they can struggle with asserting their own needs. In their desire to avoid conflict, they may find themselves compromising their own desires, leading to unbalanced relationships where they give more than they receive. For these individuals, understanding that balance also includes standing up for themselves is essential to their well-being. Take Ben, for example. He's known as the peacemaker among his friends. the one everyone turns to when disagreements arise. However, in his desire to keep the peace, he often ends up agreeing to things he doesn't truly want, putting his own needs aside to accommodate others. Over time, this pattern leads to feelings of frustration and resentment, as Ben's efforts to maintain harmony come at the cost of his own happiness. Learning to express their own opinions and desires without fear is an important growth area for individuals with the energy of 2. Rather than viewing self-assertion as a disruption of harmony, they can see it as a necessary component of true balance. When they allow themselves to be authentic and honest about their own needs, they're able to create relationships that are not just peaceful, but also fulfilling. The gift of empathy and compassion. People connected to the number 2 possess a natural empathy that allows them to tune into others' emotions, sometimes even before they're expressed. This intuitive ability to sense what others are feeling makes them exceptional friends, partners, and listeners. They don't just hear words, they feel the emotions behind them, creating a sense of understanding that goes beyond simple sympathy. For instance, Rachel, a teacher with this energy, can instantly sense when one of her students is having a tough day. She intuitively adjusts her approach, offering encouragement or a listening ear depending on what's needed. Her empathy fosters a warm, supportive environment in her classroom, where students feel safe to express themselves. People like Rachel find purpose in nurturing others, and often excel in careers where they can support, guide, or heal. However, this intense empathy can sometimes lead to emotional exhaustion. Because they feel so deeply, individuals with the number 2 energy may find themselves absorbing others' emotions, even to the point of feeling overwhelmed. Establishing boundaries and practicing self-care becomes crucial for them, ensuring they don't deplete their emotional reserves. By learning to create healthy emotional boundaries, they can continue to offer their compassion without compromising their well-being. Creating harmony in a chaotic world. The gift of being connected to the number 2 is that these individuals often feel called to bring peace to a chaotic world. They have a natural inclination toward harmony, which is especially valuable in environments filled with tension or discord. Rather than seeing conflicts as battles to be won, they approach them as opportunities to restore balance and foster understanding. However, the desire for harmony can sometimes make them avoid necessary confrontations, leading to unresolved issues that build up over time. For true peace, individuals connected to the number 2 need to understand that sometimes confrontation is part of the process. When approached with respect and honesty, conflicts can lead to a deeper understanding and a more authentic form of harmony. People with the energy of 2 are also often drawn to spiritual or meditative practices, as these provide a way to nurture their inner peace. Engaging in activities like meditation, yoga, or journaling can help them center themselves, allowing them to bring calm and balance to every interaction. Conclusion: embracing balance through self-love and self-respect. Living with the energy of the number 2 is an invitation to embrace duality and find balance in all aspects of life. These individuals are called to create harmony, not just with others, but within themselves. By honoring their own needs as much as they do others, they can achieve a level of inner peace that reflects outward, positively influencing those around them. For people connected to 2, the journey is about blending compassion with self-respect, empathy with boundaries, and harmony with authenticity. When they allow themselves to be fully present and true to who they are, they become a living example of balance, a reminder that peace begins within. 3. Creativity and expression. The energy of 3 isn't limited to traditional forms of art. It's about creative problem-solving, innovation, and the ability to see the world in a fresh, imaginative way. Those with this energy thrive in environments where they can be authentic, spontaneous, and free to explore. However, with this gift of expression also comes the challenge of focus, as their boundless energy and inspiration can sometimes lead to dispersion or unfinished projects. Finding a balance between freedom and discipline is key to fully realizing the potential of this creative energy. The power of expression and connection. People connected to the number 3 have a deep-seated need to express themselves and connect with others. They communicate with ease, using words, images, or gestures to convey emotions and ideas in ways that resonate. Their charm and warmth make them natural storytellers, often able to bring people together through shared experiences or imaginative visions. Consider Sarah, a filmmaker born in a year ending in 3, who finds joy in creating stories that touch on universal themes. Her work has a way of connecting with audiences on a deep level, allowing people to see themselves in her characters and scenarios. For her, expression is more than just creativity. It's a way of forming meaningful bonds. This drive to connect is a powerful force in the lives of people with number 3 energy. They don't create in isolation. They thrive when their work is seen, heard, and felt by others. This connection-focused creativity often means that people with the number 3 are drawn to social settings where they can share their ideas and engage in lively exchanges. They might be the ones at a party who captivate others with animated storytelling, or the friend who always finds the right words to bring comfort and joy. Their genuine excitement and optimism are contagious, drawing people to them naturally. However, this social energy also requires balance. Without taking time for solitude and self-reflection, they may find their creativity exhausted or their personal identity overshadowed by the expectations of others. Balancing inspiration with discipline. One of the key challenges for those connected to the number 3 is balancing their abundant inspiration with the discipline needed to see projects through to completion. With so many ideas constantly swirling in their minds, it can be difficult to focus on one path, leading to unfinished projects or ideas left unexplored. This tendency toward dispersion is a natural byproduct of their vibrant energy, but it can also lead to frustration if they feel unable to bring their visions to life. For instance, imagine Alex, an artist with boundless creative ideas who jumps from project to project, rarely finishing any. He has countless paintings in progress, but few reach completion. While he loves the thrill of starting new projects, he realizes that his lack of focus prevents him from fully expressing his potential. People with the number 3 energy can benefit immensely from finding ways to channel their creativity into focused efforts, setting specific goals and sticking to them. This doesn't mean stifling their inspiration, but learning to structure it in ways that allow their talents to shine. One approach that can help is incorporating practices that ground them, like journaling, meditation, or setting aside dedicated time for their craft. By creating routines, they can strike a balance between the free-flowing nature of their creativity and the discipline needed to bring ideas to fruition. For those connected to the number 3, discovering this balance can transform their lives, turning dreams into reality and fleeting ideas into lasting impact, embracing optimism and joy. An undeniable part of the energy of 3 is its association with joy and optimism. People with this energy often have a natural positivity that lifts the spirits of those around them. They see life as an adventure, filled with opportunities for discovery and joy, and they often have a light-hearted approach to challenges. This positivity doesn't mean ignoring difficulties, but rather choosing to focus on possibilities and potential. For example, Maria, a social worker with number 3 energy, finds that her enthusiasm and optimism bring hope to those she helps. Even in tough situations, she radiates a belief that change is possible and that every person has something beautiful to contribute. This optimism can be a powerful tool, not just for themselves, but for the people they interact with, providing comfort and inspiration even during hard times. However, maintaining this joy means recognizing and embracing their own emotional needs as well. With their outward focus on connecting and inspiring, people with the number 3 energy can sometimes neglect self-care, leaving them emotionally drained. Taking time to recharge and reflect allows them to keep their positivity genuine and sustainable. Conclusion: channeling creativity for fulfillment. For people born in years ending in 3, life is an invitation to explore, create, and express. They are artists of the soul, finding meaning in beauty and sharing that beauty with the world. Their journey is one of learning how to harness their vibrant energy, balancing the need for spontaneity with the focus required to turn inspiration into reality. By embracing both discipline and joy, they can fully realize the gifts of the number 3. Living with the energy of 3 is about bringing color, warmth, and connection into the world. When these individuals embrace their unique blend of creativity and expression, they don't just find fulfillment. They light a path for others to see the beauty in life's everyday moments. For them, true success lies not in perfection, but in the authentic expression of their soul. Through this journey, they find joy in both the process and the result, inspiring everyone they touch with the boundless possibilities of the human spirit. 4. Stability and grounding. The energy of 4 brings a steady and methodical approach to life. Rather than rushing through experiences, individuals connected to this number appreciate the value of patience, planning, and building things brick by brick. This focus on stability often translates into a commitment to hard work, integrity, and a deep respect for structure and tradition. However, while these qualities can be their greatest strengths, they can also create challenges when it comes to embracing change or adapting to new circumstances. Learning to balance stability with flexibility is essential for people with the energy of the drive to build and create a strong foundation. A defining trait of those connected to the number 4 is their desire to create a solid foundation for themselves and others. They often excel in roles that require organization, structure, and attention to detail, whether as leaders, planners, or caretakers. This grounding energy gives them a natural ability to bring order to chaos, and they often feel most fulfilled when working towards long-term goals that offer a sense of security and accomplishment. Consider Jane, an architect, born in a year ending in 4. For her, designing buildings that stand the test of time brings a sense of purpose and achievement. She approaches her work with meticulous attention, knowing that each project she completes contributes to the stability of her community. People with the number 4 energy, like Jane, thrive in situations where they can apply their skills to create lasting impact, whether through their careers, families, or other meaningful pursuits. This need for a strong foundation also extends to relationships. People with the energy of 4 value loyalty and consistency, often committing to their loved ones with a devotion that is both steady and enduring. They are the friends and partners who others know they can rely on through thick and thin, as their word is their bond. However, this dedication to structure and reliability means they may sometimes struggle when relationships or circumstances change unexpectedly. The strength of discipline and responsibility. One of the greatest strengths of those connected to the number 4 is their sense of discipline and responsibility. These individuals approach tasks with diligence, making them reliable and trustworthy in both personal and professional settings. When they set a goal, they're willing to put in the hard work required to achieve it, often adopting a step-by-step approach that allows them to tackle challenges with patience and persistence. They don't believe in shortcuts, and they derive satisfaction from the process as much as the result. For example, Mark, a financial analyst with this energy, takes pride in meticulously managing his clients' investments. His attention to detail and careful planning have earned him a reputation as a trusted advisor. People like Mark find fulfillment in the discipline of their work, as it reinforces their desire to create stability for themselves and others. They approach life with a sense of duty, feeling deeply responsible for the well-being of those around them. However, this strong sense of duty can sometimes lead to a tendency to overwork or take on too much responsibility. People with the number 4 energy may struggle to let go or delegate tasks, believing that the best way to ensure stability is to handle things themselves. Learning to trust others and ask for help can be an important growth area, allowing them to share their load without feeling as though they're compromising their values. Embracing change and finding flexibility. While stability and discipline are core to the energy of 4, they can sometimes lead to rigidity, making it difficult to adapt when life circumstances shift. People connected to this number may have a strong attachment to routines and traditions, sometimes resisting change even when it could be beneficial. Embracing flexibility is a crucial lesson for those with the energy of 4, as it allows them to maintain their stability while remaining open to new possibilities. Imagine Sarah, a teacher with number 4 energy who excels in creating a structured classroom environment. While her students benefit from the order she provides, Sarah finds it challenging when unexpected events disrupt her routine. Learning to adapt to these changes allows her to grow, enabling her to remain grounded without becoming rigid. For people like Sarah, finding a balance between stability and adaptability can lead to a more resilient and fulfilling life. One approach that can help those with number 4 energy embrace change is to view flexibility as a way of reinforcing stability rather than undermining it. By allowing for adjustments and adapting to circumstances, they can build a foundation that is both solid and adaptable, like a tree that bends in the wind but remains rooted in the earth. The rewards of building a life of integrity. People connected to the number 4 find fulfillment in living a life guided by integrity and purpose. They are often motivated not by fame or fortune, but by the desire to leave a meaningful legacy. This might take the form of a family they've nurtured, a career they've built with care, or a community they've strengthened through service and dedication. For them, success is measured by the strength and stability they bring to their lives and the lives of others. The journey for those with number 4 energy is about building a life that reflects their values, a life of honesty, responsibility, and dedication. By combining their natural strengths with a willingness to embrace change, they can create a legacy that not only endures, but evolves with time. Conclusion: grounded yet open to growth. Living with the energy of the number 4 is a journey of building, nurturing, and maintaining. It's about creating a life that is rooted in stability, but adaptable enough to weather life's storms. For those connected to this number, success lies in striking a balance between discipline and flexibility, allowing them to remain grounded while growing in new directions. Their path is one of resilience, strength, and reliability. By embracing both structure and adaptability, they can lead a life that is fulfilling, purposeful, and deeply grounded in their values. Through their steady presence, they inspire others to build lives of integrity and strength, creating a foundation that supports not only themselves, but everyone they touch. 5. Freedom and adventure. The energy of 5 brings a strong sense of independence and a love for personal freedom. These individuals are drawn to environments that allow them to think and act freely, often shying away from routines or restrictions. While this makes them exciting and adaptable, it also presents challenges, particularly when it comes to committing to long-term goals or finding stability. Learning to balance their need for freedom with responsibility and purpose can be the key to a fulfilling journey for people connected to the number 5. The spirit of exploration and embracing change. A defining characteristic of individuals with the number 5 energy is their fearless approach to life. They view the world as a playground for exploration, constantly seeking new experiences, places, and perspectives. This spirit of adventure often leads them down unconventional paths, pushing them to try things that others might avoid due to risk or uncertainty. For them, life is not about staying in one place, but about evolving through continuous exploration. Consider Michael, a travel writer born in a year ending in 5, who finds joy in uncovering new cultures and landscapes. For him, every trip is a chance to gain a new perspective and learn something he couldn't have discovered by staying in one place. People like Michael are often the ones who bring fresh ideas and inspire others to step out of their comfort zones. The energy of 5 encourages them to embrace the unknown, making life a journey of self-discovery as much as external exploration. While this love for change makes them exciting and open-minded, it can also lead to a feeling of restlessness. People with this energy may find it difficult to stay rooted, feeling confined by routines or obligations. Their challenge is to learn how to embrace adventure while finding ways to create meaning and purpose within the changing landscape of their lives. Independence and the value of freedom. Those connected to the number 5 cherish their independence. They have a strong need to live life on their terms, often resisting authority or situations that feel restrictive. This sense of freedom is essential to their happiness and is something they value above almost everything else. It gives them the courage to follow their instincts, even when that means stepping off the beaten path. For instance, Sarah, a software developer with number 5 energy, chose to leave her stable job at a well-established company to start her own freelance business. While the change came with its share of challenges, she felt liberated by the opportunity to set her own schedule and choose her own projects. For Sarah, freedom was worth the uncertainty. People with the number 5 energy often find satisfaction in being able to make choices that reflect their personal desires and values, rather than conforming to external expectations. However, this strong desire for independence can sometimes make it difficult for them to settle down, whether in relationships or careers. They may struggle with committing to one path or feel constrained by routines that seem too predictable. For these individuals, the challenge lies in finding stability without feeling limited, which may involve redefining commitment as something that enhances their freedom rather than restricts it, flexibility and adaptability as strengths A major strength of people with the number 5 energy is their adaptability. Their openness to change and ability to adjust to new circumstances make them resilient, capable of handling unexpected situations with grace and optimism. This flexibility is particularly valuable in today's fast-paced world, where change is constant and the ability to pivot can be a major asset. Imagine David, a marketing consultant who thrives on adapting to his clients' diverse needs and fast-changing industry trends. His flexible mindset allows him to shift strategies quickly, turning challenges into opportunities for growth. People with the energy of 5 are often the ones who can see possibilities where others see obstacles, and they excel in environments that reward creative problem-solving and adaptability. However, their adaptability also has a downside. It can sometimes lead to a lack of consistency or difficulty in focusing on long-term goals. People with this energy may need to work on developing routines or structures that help them stay grounded, even as they explore new paths. By finding a balance between adaptability and focus, they can harness their versatility without losing sight of their overarching ambitions. Finding purpose and stability amidst adventure. While the energy of 5 brings a love for adventure and change, finding purpose within this freedom is essential for long-term fulfillment. People connected to this number may benefit from setting goals that align with their values, giving them a sense of direction even as they explore different experiences. Rather than seeing commitment as something that limits them, they can view it as a tool that provides grounding amidst their adventures. For example, Emma, a social entrepreneur with number 5 energy, channels her love for travel and cultural exchange into a project that empowers artisans in developing countries. Her work allows her to travel and embrace her adventurous spirit while creating positive change. People like Emma show that it's possible to blend purpose with freedom, finding ways to make a lasting impact while still pursuing a lifestyle that feels true to their nature. Conclusion: embracing freedom with responsibility. For those connected to the number 5, life is about embracing freedom while discovering purpose within the journey. Their path is one of exploration, independence, and adaptability, but it also calls for balance. A balance between adventure and responsibility, between spontaneity and commitment. By honoring their need for freedom while grounding themselves in meaningful pursuits, they can lead lives that are not only exciting, but also deeply fulfilling. The energy of 5 teaches us that freedom isn't just about breaking boundaries. It's about expanding them in ways that enrich both our own lives and the lives of others. For people born with this energy, success lies not in stability for stability's sake, but in finding stability that aligns with their free spirit. Through this journey, they inspire others to live boldly, reminding us all that life is a series of open doors waiting to be explored. 6. Compassion and service. At its core, the energy of 6 calls individuals to live a life of service and compassion, often prioritizing the needs of others before their own. However, this giving nature can sometimes lead to personal challenges, particularly when it comes to self-care and setting boundaries. While these individuals have a gift for making others feel loved and supported, learning to balance this compassion with self-care is essential for their own well-being. A natural caregiver and peacemaker, those connected to the number 6 have an innate ability to empathize with others, making them excellent caregivers and peacemakers. They are the type of people who friends and family turn to for comfort, support, and guidance. Their presence has a calming effect, creating a safe and nurturing environment where others feel understood and valued. People with the number 6 energy often find themselves in roles that require emotional intelligence, whether as teachers, healthcare providers, counselors, or simply as compassionate friends and family members. Consider Sarah, a social worker born in a year, ending in 6, who finds fulfillment in helping families navigate difficult situations. She possesses a natural warmth and understanding that allows her to connect with her clients on a deep level, making them feel seen and supported. For Sarah, her work is more than just a job, it's a calling. This devotion to making a difference in others' lives is a common trait among those connected to the number 6, who often find joy in acts of kindness and service. This nurturing quality also extends to their relationships. People with the energy of 6 are loyal and devoted partners, friends, and family members. They are often the rock in their relationships, providing stability and support to loved ones. However, their commitment to others can sometimes lead them to neglect their own needs, as they focus on ensuring the happiness and well-being of those around them. The challenge of self-care and setting boundaries. While people with the number 6 energy excel in caring for others, they often struggle when it comes to taking care of themselves. Their strong sense of duty and compassion can lead to self-sacrifice, where they prioritize others' needs over their own to the point of exhaustion. This tendency to give without boundaries can result in emotional burnout, as they may feel overwhelmed by the demands of those they care for. For instance, Michael, a teacher with number 6 energy, often finds himself working late to help his students succeed. While he loves supporting them, he rarely takes time to rest or focus on his own hobbies and interests. Over time, this pattern of self-neglect begins to take a toll, leading to stress and fatigue. People with this energy need to remember that self-care is not selfish. It's necessary for them to continue serving others sustainably. Learning to set boundaries can be a transformative step for those with number 6 energy. By creating space for their own needs and saying no when necessary, they can maintain a healthy balance between giving and receiving. Practicing self-care doesn't detract from their compassion. It enhances it, allowing them to offer support without depleting themselves. A life guided by love and compassion. The energy of 6 is ultimately about love in its purest form, unconditional, understanding, and selfless. Those connected to this number are motivated by a desire to bring harmony and positivity to the world. They often feel a strong sense of responsibility for others' well-being, and their kindness can have a profound impact on those around them. Whether through small acts of kindness or larger commitments to service, they are drawn to helping others find peace, happiness, and comfort. Take Emma, a volunteer with a local animal rescue, who spends her weekends caring for abandoned animals and finding them new homes. For Emma, this work brings her a deep sense of fulfillment, as she feels that her actions are contributing to a greater good. People with the number 6 energy often feel happiest when they know they're making a positive difference, however big or small. Their compassion inspires others to be kinder and more empathetic, creating a ripple effect that touches countless lives. However, their journey is not solely about giving to others. It's also about learning to receive. By allowing themselves to be cared for, accepting help, and acknowledging their own needs, people with the number 6 energy can find a greater sense of balance and joy. This journey of self-compassion enhances their ability to serve others, as it keeps their energy replenished and their spirit strong. Conclusion: balancing compassion with self-care. Living with the energy of number 6 is a beautiful path of compassion, service, and love. For those connected to this number, fulfillment comes from knowing they've made a difference, even if it's just through a simple act of kindness. However, this journey requires balance. By nurturing themselves as much as they nurture others, they can maintain their well-being while continuing to spread love and positivity. The energy of 6 teaches us that true compassion begins with self-compassion. When people with this energy embrace self-care and set healthy boundaries, they become even more effective caregivers, able to serve others without losing themselves. Through this balance, they can live a life filled with both purpose and peace, embodying the harmony and kindness that make the world a better place. 7. Spirituality and introspection. The energy of 7 brings a focus on the inner life, that encouraging a search for authenticity, truth, and spiritual purpose. Unlike other numbers, which may emphasize external achievements or social interactions, the number 7 is about delving inward. These individuals often find peace in solitude, using quiet moments to reflect, meditate, and seek answers to life's biggest questions. However, the introspective path can sometimes lead to isolation or disconnection from the external world. Finding balance between inner exploration and outer engagement is essential for a fulfilling life journey for those with the energy of 7. The quest for spiritual wisdom. People connected to the number 7 are often on a lifelong quest for spiritual wisdom. They are drawn to philosophies, religions, and practices that encourage introspection and self-understanding. Rather than accepting things at face value, they are naturally inclined to dig deeper, exploring the hidden layers of reality and questioning conventional beliefs. Their journeys is one of seeking clarity and insight, constantly asking questions like, what is the purpose of life, and what lies beyond the physical world? Take Michael, a philosopher and writer born in a year ending in 7, who has dedicated his life to exploring spiritual concepts. Through meditation, reading, and writing, he constantly seeks to understand himself and the universe on a deeper level. For people like Michael, the journey of self-discovery is never-ending, and each insight gained only deepens their desire to learn more. This curiosity and openness to wisdom is a defining characteristic of the number 7, encouraging a path of spiritual growth that is as challenging as it is rewarding. The importance of solitude and reflection. Those with the energy of 7 often find solace in solitude. Unlike individuals who thrive in social environments, people connected to this number are more likely to crave quiet moments to recharge, reflect, and realign with their inner selves. Solitude allows them to disconnect from external distractions and reconnect with their thoughts, feelings, and spiritual beliefs. Through meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature, they find peace in their own company, drawing strength from their inner resources. Consider Sarah, an artist with the energy of 7, who takes regular retreats into nature to reflect and gain inspiration for her work. These quiet times allow her to connect with her inner creativity and spirituality, making her feel grounded and renewed. For individuals like Sarah, these moments of solitude are essential for maintaining balance and well-being. Without them, they may feel overwhelmed by the demands of the outside world, as their inner peace is closely tied to time spent alone. However, while solitude is valuable, too much introspection can lead to feelings of isolation or detachment from others. People with the number 7 energy may sometimes feel misunderstood, as their interests and perspectives differ from mainstream society. Learning to share their insights and connect with like-minded individuals can bring a sense of belonging and community to their otherwise solitary journey. The challenge of balancing the inner and outer worlds. One of the primary challenges for those with the number 7 energy is finding a balance between their inner and outer worlds. While they are naturally drawn to introspection, they must also learn to engage with the world around them. This can be particularly difficult, as they may struggle to find fulfillment in material pursuits or social conventions. For these individuals, it's important to cultivate relationships and activities that align with their values, allowing them to maintain their inner peace while also participating meaningfully in society. For example, James, a spiritual counselor with number 7 energy, dedicates himself to helping others on their own journeys of self-discovery. By sharing his insights and experiences, he finds purpose in both his inner and outer worlds. People like James show that it is possible to bridge the gap between personal growth and social engagement. For those connected to 7, finding a purpose that allows them to share their wisdom with others can bring a profound sense of fulfillment. Embracing spiritual practices for growth and clarity. People connected to the number 7 often benefit from spiritual practices that enhance their sense of clarity and purpose. Meditation, yoga, mindfulness, and journaling are just a few practices that help these individuals stay connected to their spiritual path. Such practices allow them to access their inner wisdom and gain insights that bring peace and guidance. By dedicating time to spiritual growth, they can cultivate a life that feels meaningful and aligned with their deepest values. Engaging in these practices also helps individuals with the energy of 7 avoid the pitfalls of overthinking or becoming lost in introspection. With a balanced approach, they can maintain clarity without getting overwhelmed by their thoughts. For them, spiritual practices serve as a grounding force, helping them to stay connected to their higher purpose and navigate life with wisdom and understanding. Conclusion: a life of inner peace and spiritual purpose. Living with the energy of the number 7 is a journey of spirituality, introspection, and profound personal growth. For those connected to this number, life is not just about external achievements. It's about cultivating a rich inner world and finding purpose beyond the material. Their path is one of self-discovery, wisdom, and a deep connection to their spiritual truth. By balancing their love for solitude with meaningful connections to the outside world, they can lead a life that is both introspective and fulfilling. The energy of 7 encourages them to embrace their uniqueness and share their insights with others, creating a life of harmony, peace, and spiritual alignment. Through this journey, they inspire others to look within, reminding us all that the greatest insights often lie beyond the surface, in the depths of our own being. Art, power, and achievement. The energy of 8 is all about empowerment, responsibility, and mastery. Individuals connected to this number are driven to build something substantial, whether it be a career, a business, or a community project. Their journey is one of balancing their material goals with a deeper sense of purpose, recognizing that true achievement lies not just in outward success, but in alignment with their values and ethics. While their ambition is their greatest strength, it also brings challenges, as they must ensure that their pursuit of success doesn't overshadow other important areas of life. The drive for success and building a legacy. Those connected to the number 8 often feel compelled to achieve and make a meaningful impact. They are usually focused, hard-working, and relentless in their efforts to accomplish their goals. unlike others who may be content with modest success. People with the energy of 8 often set their sights on substantial, long-term accomplishments. They are motivated not only by personal success, but also by a desire to create something lasting, a legacy that reflects their values and contributions. Consider David, a CEO born in a year ending in 8, who has spent years building a successful business. His dedication and strategic thinking have not only grown his company, but have also created jobs and opportunities for his community. For David, achievement is more than just financial success. It's about creating a positive impact that endures. People with this energy feel fulfilled when they know that their work benefits others and leaves a lasting mark. They aim for a success that transcends the personal, aligning their ambitions with a vision that serves the greater good. Embracing responsibility and leadership. With the drive for achievement often comes a natural sense of responsibility. People connected to the number 8 are not afraid to take charge, that make difficult decisions, and shoulder the burden of leadership. They are often seen as reliable and capable, able to manage complex tasks and handle stress with composure. Their strong work ethic and commitment to their goals inspire others, making them natural leaders in both personal and professional settings. For example, Sarah, a community organizer with number 8 energy, is deeply committed to improving local education. She leads her team with a steady hand, inspiring confidence and respect. While her work demands resilience and commitment, she finds purpose in knowing that her efforts contribute to a cause she believes in. People like Sarah exemplify the energy of 8 using their power and influence to make meaningful contributions. However, their sense of responsibility can also become a source of stress. People with this energy sometimes take on too much, feeling that they must control every detail to achieve their vision. Learning to delegate and trust others can be an important step, allowing them to lead effectively without becoming overwhelmed. By sharing responsibility, they not only reduce their own stress, but also empower others to contribute to the larger mission. Balancing material success with purpose. The energy of 8 is strongly connected to material achievement, which can sometimes lead to an overemphasis on external success. People with this number may become highly focused on financial security, status, or professional accolades, which can lead to an imbalanced life if not kept in check. However, true fulfillment for those connected to 8 comes when they find harmony between their material goals and their inner values. Take Mark, a lawyer who initially pursued his career for financial stability, but gradually found himself drawn to cases that promote social justice. While he values his professional achievements, he realizes that aligning his work with his ethics brings a deeper satisfaction. People like Mark show that when the energy of 8 is balanced, material success becomes a means to serve a higher purpose. Those with this number can find lasting fulfillment when they use their achievements to create positive change, rather than purely personal gain. The importance of integrity and ethical success. For people connected to the number 8, integrity and ethics are essential to meaningful achievement. They are often guided by a strong moral compass, believing that success achieved through dishonest or unethical means lacks true value. Maintaining this sense of integrity helps them create a legacy they can be proud of, and sets a positive example for others. This commitment to ethical success is one of the most empowering aspects of the energy of 8. By staying true to their values, they can build a life and career that reflect not only their ambition, but also their character. For them, real power comes not just from accomplishments, but from using that power responsibly and positively. Conclusion. empowered success through balance and purpose. Living with the energy of the number 8 is a journey of ambition, leadership, and creating lasting impact. For those connected to this number, fulfillment comes not just from outward success, but from achieving it with integrity and purpose. Their path is one of responsibility, mastery, and balance, a balance between material achievements and the deeper ethical principles that guide their actions. By aligning their ambitions with their values, people with the energy of 8 can lead lives that are both successful and meaningful. Their journey reminds us that true achievement lies not only in what we accomplish, but in how we accomplish it. Through their dedication, resilience, and integrity, they inspire others to pursue empowered success, making a positive impact on the world around them. 9. Compassion and global vision. The energy of 9 brings an expansive view of life, encouraging individuals to think beyond personal success and focus on making a meaningful impact on society. These are the people who see the interconnectedness of all beings and feel a calling to contribute to the greater good. Whether through activism, volunteering, or simply being a compassionate presence, they are dedicated to lifting others up. However, this dedication can sometimes lead to personal challenges, particularly when it comes to balancing their commitment to others with self-care. The calling to serve humanity. People connected to the number 9 are often drawn to work or causes that allow them to serve others in a meaningful way. They feel a sense of responsibility not just to their immediate community, but to humanity as a whole. This calling can lead them into fields such as social work, medicine, education, or environmental advocacy, anywhere they can contribute to positive change and help those in need. Unlike those who pursue success for personal gain, individuals with the energy of 9 find fulfillment in seeing others thrive. Consider Maria, a doctor born in a year ending in 9, who has dedicated her life to providing medical care in underserved communities. For Maria, medicine is not just a career, it's a mission. She is motivated by her desire to improve lives and reduce suffering, finding purpose in knowing that her work has a real, positive impact. People like Maria are often driven by a sense of compassion so profound that it becomes the guiding force in their lives. They are inspired not by recognition or reward, but by the joy of seeing others live with dignity and well-being. The wisdom of a global perspective. Another defining characteristic of those with the number 9 energy is their global vision. They naturally think beyond borders, cultures, and societal differences, seeing all people as connected. This broad perspective makes them highly empathetic and open-minded, allowing them to understand and appreciate diverse viewpoints. They often feel a deep connection to people from all walks of life and are able to see the world as one interconnected community. For example, John, an environmental activist with the energy of 9, works tirelessly to raise awareness about climate change. His efforts are fueled by his understanding that environmental issues affect everyone, regardless of nationality or background. He sees his work as part of a larger mission to protect the planet for future generations. People like John embody the global perspective of the number 9, recognizing that what benefits one part of humanity ultimately benefits all. Their wisdom and empathy inspire others to adopt a more inclusive view of the world, fostering greater unity and cooperation, balancing compassion with self-care. While people connected to the number 9 have a remarkable capacity for compassion, this can sometimes lead to self-neglect. Their tendency to prioritize others' needs often results in emotional exhaustion or burnout, as they may feel responsible for carrying the burdens of the world. This self-sacrificing nature, while noble, can take a toll on their physical and mental well-being if they don't take time to recharge and care for themselves. Take Emma, a teacher with the energy of 9, who pours her heart into helping her students succeed. She frequently stays late to offer extra help and spends her weekends volunteering. Although she finds joy in her work, she often neglects her own needs, resulting in periods of exhaustion. For people like Emma, learning to set boundaries and practice self-care is essential. By recognizing that they too deserve compassion and support, they can maintain their energy and continue serving others sustainably. A balanced approach allows those with the energy of 9 to give from a place of fullness rather than depletion. Practicing self-compassion doesn't diminish their dedication to others. Instead, it empowers them to contribute more effectively. By caring for their own well-being, they become stronger advocates for the causes they believe in. Leaving a lasting legacy through compassion. Ultimately, people connected to the number 9 are on a journey of creating a legacy defined by love, wisdom, and service. They are drawn to roles that allow them to make a lasting difference, whether through direct acts of kindness, advocating for systemic change, or inspiring others to live more compassionately. Their lives are not about personal accolades, but about contributing to a collective vision of a better world. The energy of 9 reminds us that true success lies not in what we acquire, but in what we give back. People with this energy find fulfillment in knowing that their lives have helped elevate others, making a positive difference that extends beyond their immediate influence. Their dedication, empathy, and global perspective serve as a beacon of hope, reminding us all of our shared humanity and the importance of compassion in building a just, harmonious world. Conclusion: embracing universal compassion and purpose. For those connected to the number 9, life is a journey of compassion, global vision, and selfless service. Their path calls them to think beyond themselves, using their unique gifts to support humanity and promote unity. Through their wisdom, empathy, and commitment to the greater good, they inspire others to live with kindness and purpose, creating a ripple effect that touches countless lives. The energy of 9 teaches us that we are all connected, and that the truest form of success lies in helping others reach their fullest potential. By balancing their compassion with self-care, individuals with this energy can continue to serve the world while leading lives of inner peace and fulfillment. Through their journey, they remind us all of the power of compassion in creating a world that reflects the best of our shared humanity. Final reflection. Now that you know what your birth year's last digit means, take a moment to reflect on how this wisdom can shape your journey. Remember, numbers don't dictate fate. They invite us to grow consciously, and in doing so, help us unlock our truest potential.